Hi, dear EELC community. It's a joy for me to be here, to be able to share with you this month about how to build effective teams. My name is Noémie Marsh. I'm 26 years old. I am married, expecting our fourth child, and we are working with King's Kids across Europe and based out of Yverdon in the French-speaking Switzerland, as you will probably recognize my accent. I was really honored to be invited to share on this topic. I have been now growing up in a YWAM family that was mainly involved with King's Kids. I actually have almost 15 years of leadership experience already behind me, and it's been at least 10 years that I am involving in teams, also at the European and the international level. I had the chance, I really thank God for that opportunity to grow up in King's Kids. And one of our value is the spiritual capacity of children, preteen and teenager. And with that also goes the importance of giving responsibility to preteen and teenagers. It is the best way to learn when we can serve and when we are equipped to do so. In our town, we are doing an Easter camp outreach where we take the church with us, actually all the evangelical churches of our city, and we have some morning worship, devotional, and then we go out in the streets to do some practical work to be able to serve the city, really to partner with the local church to do that. And when I was about 12, one of my parents' friend who was co-leading the camp told me, Noémie, I want you to come with me so you can actually co-lead with me the project team for our church. And I said, oh, wow, of course, yes, I would love to do that. And so that first year, I was really with her. I was kind of her assistant, but she was also already involving me in decisions, what we would do. And we have always included younger ones into praying and then to say, what do we want to do to serve the city? And the year after, she said, okay, Noémie, now you are leading and I will coach you. So I will be behind you at every step. You can include me in every decision and we'll go together with that. And the year after, she said, okay, now you gather your own team and you do it. And I'm here if you need me. But actually this time I can't be that much involved because of my work. So, but I'm here in all the preparation and I will help you as I can. But you do it. And this has been one of the greatest experience for me because that camp, I struggled a lot. I was mad a lot at my team and I wanted to control everyone and she took me apart and she said, okay, how are you doing? And I said, well, it's hard, they don't want to obey. And she was like, well, you know, actually, you are actually quite controlling, so it's normal they don't want to obey. And I said, wow, okay. And we prayed together and actually, I don't know what happened, but something, I was able to let go of something. And that's one of the first principles I really learned also in leadership. It was a great learning experience and I would advise every one of you to grab your teenagers and your younger ones and to trust them, even younger than 18 years old, to trust them with a project that they have. Right now, I am convening the European leadership team for King's Kids Europe. And it's a team where there is a 40 years old gap between the youngest, which is me, and the oldest one in our team. So we are 3 different generations working together. And it's as challenging than it is beautiful, actually. And I have been entrusted again with this role of convening. And I have put a few things for that team that makes us work well together. Also because we are a team that is not living together, we are not based out of the same location. We meet mainly through Zoom, which is a blessing to have Zoom, but it has its challenge. I think one thing I'm constantly reminded is that my personality is very objective oriented and result oriented. So I will grab people in my team to make sure that the vision I want will happen. But it's not how it works. I really want to remind ourselves that we are a movement and that without relationship, we don't exist. So we are not a corporate company, and we need to get to know each other. So about once a year, we try to see each other for a few days in face-to-face somewhere in Europe. And we always have time for relationship and for me to get to know my team and for them to know each other. So to share openly about our challenges, about our families. We are all at different level, we're all at different steps in our lives, and to be able to fully understand where they're at and to pray for them and with them, that's my first thing, to get to know our team. Then to serve them and serve their ideas. For me, it was always hard because I had a vision and I tried to tell them and then to implement it. But that's not how it works. First, we are working as a team. I am not the top leader that decides of everything. We decide together, and their input is really important. How we seek the Lord together is really important. So take time to get to know your team and also actually serve them in their ideas. And even though some are much older than me, not old if they listen to me, just older than me, to take the time to hear what they want to do and to serve them in that. Even if it's not directly going to serve me and my ideas, that's fine, but to really serve them. And then getting to know them, to know their strength and their weaknesses, and to help them continue to grow into that. I don't think there is an age where we will stop growing in who we are and work on our character. And for me, as I'm very objective driven, to understand that the growth of my team members is actually a big objective. So to be able to put people into where they are gifted is very helpful. One other thing that I also had to learn kind of the hard way is that things take time when you work as a team. And you know what? That's okay that it takes time. Sometimes I want to move fast and I have those big ideas, but especially if I look at that specific team, we are working regionally, so things will not change overnight. To take time to seek the Lord together and to hear from everyone, and actually with everyone's gifting and strength, the vision of what we want to see will become richer and will become even greater. And with that, because we don't want to stop at just having a vision, I think for me, what's very important is to have a clear outcome. So whenever we have a Zoom meeting, whenever we have any meeting, even when it's face-to-face, I always clearly state the outcome of the meeting. It may be only relational, or it may be something else. Maybe very practical, very visionary, whatever. But I think every meeting should have an outcome. And I think it helps everyone to kind of settle and know what to expect from the meeting. Otherwise, I've seen that it can really go on every direction. Two quotes that help me a lot The first one is from John Maxwell, and it says, true leadership must be for the benefits of others and not to enrich leaders. And I think it really goes with how can I make my team grow into their giftings, into their calling. And good leaders must first become good servants. I know it's basic, we talk a lot about servant leadership, but it's actually true. How do we serve our team practically? Not only by, doing the dishes or washing someone's cup suddenly because it's nice and I have the time, but how do we actually go to even to their place and serve them in their vision and into what they do. So that's my encouragement for today, to say that it is possible. It's possible to do it with a lot of different generation, and hopefully it can help you in your teams. Bye!